Alright folks, so now that we've got Angelina Jolie's family built into active on the previous video, she has now decided that, you know what, she needs a YMCA membership, and who doesn't? So we're going to get her and her family hooked up with a Eastside YMCA membership here, her, Billy Bob, and her son. And you know what, she's going to use Will Smith, her neighbor, right down the street here in Fairport. Yeah, they just moved in a couple months ago. So, you know, Will Smith, him and Jada, pretty solid family. There's going to be a good solid referral, good chance that they're not going to quit. They've been with us for a long time. So I'm going to show you how to sell a family membership with a 20% referral in ActiveNet. So Angelina Jolie's in front of you here. You've got her pulled up in Active, and we got Will Smith's membership pulled up as well. So we're going to click on over to Will, and we see that he does have an active membership here. And it is an active membership that requires, or that will give him a discount as well if he doesn't have one already. But the first step here is to look at the family membership. You click on it, and it'll tell you who the primary account holder is, which we see here is Will Smith, which is nice. The alt key tags and these customer IDs have to be attached to the primary member of the membership, or the reporting will not work correctly. Since Angelina Jolie does not have a membership and we're going to sell it under her name, she will be defaulted as the primary membership holder in her account. So we basically take this customer ID of Will's, we copy it, we come over to Angelina, we just dump it right here in this box called Customer Alternate Keys. Now it doesn't matter which one you use here, refer to referring, it's just a method of tracking. Just make sure it's one of those two. Don't get caught up in the weeds on which one you're using. And then we basically paste Will's code into here. And you see Will's customer ID, which is 238440. 238440 is right here with Angelina. And we just basically simply do the same thing the other way. So we double click here, go to Will, add Angelina's customer ID in Will's account for tracking purposes, and we go ahead and hit save and close out. So this is Will's and Angelina's. I'm sorry, this is Angelina's and Will's, and this is Will's and Angelina's. So one last thing we got to do for Will before we get rid of his account is to make sure that, you know what, is he getting the 20% as well? There's a good chance that he's not, because I don't see any other alt keys here. But we just want to make sure he's getting his 20% as well, as he brought in Angelina. So we simply go over here to Actions, and again, of course, it's got to be on the primary member of Will, or it will not work. And we got to make sure that we have the scholarship and discount set up for the exact location and category of his membership. So we see here it's Family Eastside. We simply go up to Actions here, and we come under scholarships. The quickest way for me to identify scholarships, folks, is if you look at the longest blue link here, which is Save Credit Cards and Electronic Checks, it's the link right below. That's kind of how I quickly navigate to that. Just a little hint there. So I click on scholarships for Will, and we can see here he does not have one. So we got to go ahead and make sure he gets his 20% for bringing Angelina Jolie in. So we simply just hit Add New. The name is a membership referral discount. The award type is unspecified. You don't have to worry about an expiration date here. A lot of people look at that and say, oh man, when is this thing going to stop? Don't worry about it. It's starting here, and it'll end if Angelina quits, and your back office will get information on that. So right here, guys, enable custom qualifications. You know, what do you want to discount? So we click on this link, and there's three options here. There's activities, programs, and memberships. For this example, we are discounting membership for a member referral discount. It's always individual package. And then this black button, add, that says, you know what? I mean, a lot of people want to save here and say, you know, it's going to work. That's not the case. We got to tell it what to discount. So when we hit the add button, this bubble comes up. I like to spread this out a little bit. Category is going to be family, because he's a family and he's at Eastside. Okay, you're going to hit search. It's going to come up with two options. 99% of the time, guys, you're going to be worrying about the monthly recurring fee for $99.50, and you'll see here that it is Family Eastside 20%. Now we are okay to hit save, and now we see this discount for Will. Okay, So if we come up here and go back to customer account functions, we're going to have Will's account here. He's got his all key tags. He's got his discount from Angelina. And what I like to do, just to keep things simple, is just go ahead and say goodbye to Will, because now we're going to start working with Angelina Jolie. So, Will, it was nice seeing you. Thanks for the help for Angelina. And let's move on to get an Angelina into the Y. Alright, so now we have Angelina Jolie's family membership or family account profile up here. Now, the scholarship and discount, as you saw on Will Smith's example, we had to put his discount on the backside because he already had an active membership. And that's what we do for existing members who bring people in. But for new members who are starting with us, it's opposite. We have to actually set up the discount first. So if you remember, we basically go to Actions, look for the link below the longest blue one, which is Scholarships. And she does not have one. We're going to add one. Kind of the same thing we did before there. Member referral discount, unspecified. What are we discounting? We're going to click that box and tell it what to discount, which is memberships. It's an individual package, and we're going to tell it with this nice black add button what we're discounting. So, sorry about that. It's a family. It's at Eastside. We're going to search. And we're going to use the $99.50 recurring. And you see here, family Eastside 20%. Now we can hit save. We'll go back to Angelina's account. And now we have the discount on there. Now we're ready to sell the membership. And we do that by coming over to this block here, which is current memberships. You don't see anything found here, or nothing's active, so we just hit new membership. One thing I do like to coach my folks on is, if you notice, I've not typed anything in. I have not touched my keyboard, other than typing in Angelina Jolie and bringing her up and bringing Will Smith up. All this stuff is done through the clicks of the mouse. Okay, a lot of people want to type in family or silver sneakers, or what type of membership type and category. You don't have to do that. So just if you know that in the back of your head, that once you get your member up and their profile up, it's all mouse clicks from here, folks. All you're dealing with is category and site, and sometimes you might deal with retention eligible, depending on what type of membership it is. If it's short term or college, you might have to, or prevention, you might have to use this, but that's down the road. So Angelina's here. We got to sell her a family membership. We've seen this box before. Again, of course, it would be if it's at Eastside, it's Eastside. If it's Bayview, it's Bayview. Westside, it's Westside. So search. This looks very familiar. We've done this before. This is the actual selling of the membership. Now we get into this piece right here. Okay, don't let all this garbage up here kind of screw you up. Active has a lot of extra pieces in there that I think can let people get a little lost. But right now, what this is telling us is automatic renewal. This is telling us right here, what do we want to use for future payments? Not the payment that's going to happen today. Okay, the member at the end, when we check out, will have an option to give us cash for that first 30 days, or a check, or they might just use their credit card they're giving us here for future payments, which is 9 times out of 10. But right here, just if you know, high level, that this is the financial means of future payments. So for the training site here, it's use credit card. I'm going to type in 4 and 12 fives. The expiration date can be anything after today. Okay, but in your live environment, you're going to see swipe card or input electronic check. We're going to hit submit. Now this is kind of a membership assignment. What's very important to look for here is on this side here, these bubbles here, these bullets here, this is who the primary is. So let's just say we want to make Billy Bob the primary. And we don't want to do that for a couple reasons. Number one, Billy Bob's going to be out of here in future videos. As we know, that marriage didn't last long. And then number two is we already assigned alt keys and the 20% referral discount to Angelina. So we want to keep her the primary. What this says over here, these check marks over here, are who is included in the membership. So we've got Billy Bob and Maddox. That's who we want. Again, a family membership is anybody over the age of 32 people. So if we had another one down here that was somehow attached to the family membership profile that had an age of 35 or whatever. You can only pick 2. Just know that going ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. And now we're into the membership fees. So as you see, we set up our membership referral discount, $19.90. If we didn't do that first, guys, you wouldn't see this here. So that's why how important it is to get that set up first, or you have to start over. Right now, we currently have a joining fee. If we had a no joining fee promotion coming up where it wasn't automatically pulled, we would just click that and it removes the joining fee. But you know what? These folks have enough money to pay that joining fee and some, so we're going to charge them. Right here are your waivers. So if the member signs the back of the application in those areas, we've been okay to click these check marks. But on a live environment, you're going to see a little pen here and a little pen here. You click on this first pen right here, and that'll launch the window for your customer SIG cap device in both of these areas. But for training, we're just going to click these boxes, hit submit. This now gets us to our cart. This is how we're going to pay. So we simply come over here, hit pay. And again, like I said, Active has a whole bunch of stuff that's really not needed, but it's there. Angelina is going to be the payer. We're going to select her. Now this is what I was talking about earlier in the flow of the membership. You can pay the first 30 days and the joining fee any way you wish. As you can see, there's checks here, cash, electronic check, payment plan. That's for FA. They might have a gift card they got for Christmas or a birthday or a credit card. So, you know what? For the first 30 days, I'm going to go a little unconventional here, and I'm just going to hit cash. So if you hit these dollar signs, it auto-populates what they owe. So $154.60. I'm going to come over here, hit pay and finish, and our receipt is generated. And this is where we, down here in these links, folks, this is where we get the key tags and the pictures attached. So if I go to Angelina here and I click on this right here, I've already downloaded a picture for her for the training sake, but you would put your key tag in here and print pass. You want to go back up to this receipt link right here, and it'll bring you back to that receipt link to be able to do Maddox's picture and key tag, okay? And we can do Billy Bob's as well. When you're done with that, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and send an email of the receipt to Angelina. I've coached my folks that we just go ahead and proposition it like that. We don't give them an option to print. We just say, you know, a receipt of your payment today is sitting on your email when you get home. If there's any if there's any trouble or a member's not happy with that, we do print stuff out. So folks, that's how to set up a family 2020 referral membership. Stay tuned to future activities we're going to do with the Jolie family. It's going to be good.